because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees, because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children, because
Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Hotep Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the Hotepsman Told You After Party. I am CannonHotep. I appreciate you guys because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I appreciate it. It sounded like YouTube and Rumble and all of them was like, shut it down now. Shut it down now. I was like, God dang, it was getting good too. HJ was getting on a roll. He was getting on a tangent. He was getting on a rant. And next thing you know, I saw that fucking circle start happening. I was like, oh, they done got they dumbasses. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. If you catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use the constructive criticism, guys. I appreciate it. Shout out to Descendant of Loki with the 20 memberships. I appreciate you. Again, this is the Hotepsman Told You After Party, sponsored by Descendant of Loki. Oh man, YouTube said bye. Oh my goodness gracious, man! I was like, it was getting good too. It was getting good. They said shut it down now. But guess what? I'm gonna be talking my shit too. God damn it! I'm gonna be talking my shit too. So hopefully I don't get fucking taken out. But anyway, let's get to it. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe they did that shit. I can't believe they did that shit. Oh my gosh. HJ was like, yo, go live. They done clip this. I was like, damn. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Oh my gosh. I wonder what they got him for. I think they uncovered the Howard to the federal government pipeline is what happened. I think that's what happened. I think they discovered the Howard to federal government pipeline. What y'all think? That's what it sounded like to me. Y'all unlocked some shit y'all wasn't supposed to unlock. You know, like this shit.
Whole life, when I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that. Like, to tell you, I just have cash in my house. I don't have as much today.
So she said, yeah, I mean, I kept some of the money from my campaign. I mean, you know, so what? Everybody doesn't. I don't got as much in my house right now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. She up that bitch like she up there like, what's her name? Ayala changed my life. What's that lady that Oprah put on? This shit is funny to me. Oh my goodness gracious. Check this shit out.
Did you and Mr. Wade go to New York?
I've gone to New York. I've gone to New York twice since I've been district attorney. I'm trying to think if it's 2 or 3 times. I went to do a domestic violence thing there for sure. and I was honored, and I went to the Apollo there. Those are the only 2 trips that come to mind. I went. He was not with me.
You also said that he was a world traveler and had been on many of the continents.
I've been to 6.
Have you been on any of those continents with him? Besides this one?
Where's Belize? What continent is that? I'm not being funny. I don't know.
Let's say, with the
I've been
exception of
to Belize with him. I've been to the Bahamas with him. I've been with Aruba with him. Don't embarrass me. I'm not sure what continents those are on. Whatever continents those are, that's where I've been. I'm sure if I gave it some thought, I would tell you. But whatever continents those are, that I've been to those locations, sir.
but not Australia or any other continents.
I don't even want to go to Australia. I do know he took a trip in December to Australia. I have no idea, I don't know anything about that trip.
Oh my gosh. Hey, yo. Ooh wee. Goodness gracious. Now look, guys. Pop said she was getting her back obliterated. Yeah, yo, they was serious, yo. Oh my gosh. My man Haram Life with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Hotep and Build, appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Foot on her neck. Oh my goodness gracious, yo. Oh my gosh. What is this? Is this the dude? Oh my gosh. Is this the guy?
All I needed. You said in the affidavit that you roughly shared travel, though, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this roughly.
Oh my gosh, yo. They go, what's the nigga name from The Wood? The Bachelor? The Best Man? What's his name, yo? He was in that show, A.American. What's his name? He was in Stella Got Her Groove Back. What's that nigga name, yo? What's that nigga name? I can't think of his name now. Golly mighty. This nigga like a fake ass Tay Diggs. This nigga like a fake ass Tay Diggs. Let's go to live comedy. Oh, this is shit.
Roughly sharing travel, you're saying she reimbursed you.
She did.
And where did you deposit the money she reimbursed you?
It was cash. She didn't give me any checks.
Oh my God!
She paid you cash for her share of all these vacations.
Mr. Schaefer, you'll step out if you do that again.
Yes, ma'am.
And so all of the vacations that she took, she paid you cash for.
Yes, ma'am.
And you purchased all of these vacations on your business credit card, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you included those in deductions on your taxes, correct?
No, ma'am.
No, you did not. All I needed.
Hey, another 20 memberships. I appreciate you. Yo, did y'all hear? Damn.
You said in the affidavit that you roughly shared travel, though, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this roughly sharing travel, you're saying she reimbursed you.
She did.
And where did you deposit the money she reimbursed you?
It was cash. She didn't give me any checks.
So she paid you cash for her share of all these vacations.
Mr. Schaefer, you'll step out if you do that again.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh shit. Oh, she ain't want no paper trail. She gave me cash. I mean, what the fuck y'all thought? Yo, what's up, Kid Gravity? Yo, I need you to jump in, yo. Is you at your desk, yo? Can you jump in, yo? Can I send you a link, yo? We gotta talk about this, bro. This in your backyard, my man. Let me know, yo. I'll bring you on right now. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm about to bring Kid Gravity on the show, yo. Oh my goodness gracious. Every time I had this nigga on, though, I always get my stream get fucking shot. That's all right. I'm about to bring Kid Gravity on the building. Hold up. I'm about to send it to you, yo. I'm gonna send it to your Twitter, yo. All right, I just sent it to you, yo. So you should have it. Oh my goodness gracious, yo. Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, he was wearing that ass out, wasn't he? He was wearing that ass out. That ain't no quid pro quo shit. They had a fucking relationship. They had a whole affair. This wasn't like, you know, some business shit. Nah, she was in deep. She was in deep and he was in deep. Pause.
Pause.
Oh shit, let me start the call. My bad, y'all. All right, you should be good to call in, yo. Yo. Oh my gosh. That shit is crazy, yo. He said, no, she paid me cash. What are you talking about? What's this one? Ooh, we just gonna play clips. This shit is fucking great.
Anything other than cash.
I've only given cash.
Would you say you paid cash versus cash out?
Oh, the vast majority was Cash App. I don't know what percentage, I'm not going to guess that, but the vast majority was Cash App. But there would be times she would say, you know, this bill came in.
Did you ever pay him anything other than cash?
I've only given cash a few times in the course of what we're talking about.
So you
if we would go to dinner,
Let her finish her answers.
if we would go to dinner, I wouldn't give him cash because he paid for dinner or I paid for dinner. I've given him cash only a few times in life, probably 4.
Okay.
Probably the most money I've ever handed him is $2,500. The least amount of money I've handed him, probably between $500 and $1,000.
You never wrote him a check?
Ma'am, I don't have checks.
Hey, yo. But it's a smart move, though. In my opinion, that's a smart move. Right? So, they making it seem like it wasn't a business thing. Like, no, I gave him cash. We was going on a trip. Like, I ain't giving him no money out of the, you know, out of the government bank account. I gave him my cash, you know. We went here, and here. They made it seem like it was a whole relationship. They taking the whole thing away from some kind of business transaction to like, yeah, no, we was fucking. Those say that petty cash. Yeah, that's true too. Does petty cash still exist? I wonder if she do it like she got something to prove, just mad. Oh shit, that is funny. The attitude, I would have grabbed her and she be in contempt. Oh Lord. Heather ready to fight. I need to step up my game. What? Negroes going to Aruba and getting jobs. Hey, it's Joe Biden's America, yo. It's Joe Biden's America. You gotta do what you gotta do. What 50 say? What 50 say? Hit the back shots, knock the money out the ass. You know what I mean? Hit the back shots, knock the money out that ass. That's what 50 said. Oh my gosh, yo, this shit is fucking hilarious. Oh man. Hold on, we got Kid Gravity in the back. About to bring him in. Let me see. I gotta fix all this shit. I got so much shit going on right now. Hold on, y'all. We gonna do this real fast. The fuck? Here we go. Remove that. Yeah, get that going. And do this. Do that. There we go. My man got on the Soul Glow.
Yo, this is the mammy wig. Gotta make sure you have on the mammy wig.
Shit. My man Kid Gravity in the building. What's the deal?
Shout out to Fani the Mammy.
Fani the Mammy. God damn.
Yes,
So I know you've been following this show.
Oh, I streamed both things today.
Oh, word? See, I was working.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working. I've been out the loop. I've been sick.
I know you out there. You grinding. It's actually my day off.
Oh, shit. There you go.
It's Wait a minute, I might switch the wig. Wait a minute. I might switch it. I might have to do it like this here.
Because the way she was spending money on this.
Yes, I'm bald. I'm gonna have to do this one.
The way she was spending money on this.
We got to do this one. We got to do the 4-score wig. There you go. They dropped that X-Men 97 trailer. I'm a rep for Storm today. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, they dropped the X-Men 97 joint?
Oh yeah, it's fire.
Oh shit, we're gonna check that out. So I'm about to say, because the way they say she was spending money on this nigga, he was knocking that wig right off.
Oh, bruh, wait till you hear her testimony. She threw this man under the MARTA train. It was a beautiful thing.
See, now I gotta go look for this shit.
Yeah, you gotta wear it. Nah, you know what? We're not gonna wear that. We're gonna keep it bald tonight. We're gonna keep it bald. But yes, sir.
So what they saying that she paid him over $650,000, right?
Mm-hmm. And, something like that. I heard 300, but numbers fluctuate.
Got you.
But there's money, and trips and wine tastings in Napa and cruises, and she got cash all over her place. I mean,
so if you tell me
politics
it's a G,
is
then you gonna
so much fun.
Oh my god!
Get 1,000.
So look like
obviously this was a.
Hold on, I'm trying to find what's the name. Is this it right here? This got to be it, right? Because he testified what, yesterday?
Nah, he did it today.
Today?
They both did it today. He did it first, and then she did it like right after their recess.
Got you. Let me bring you in on this real quick. I think this is it right here. I'm bringing you in on this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
J.R. Bell said she was sloppy.
Oh shit! So we were making fun. We were making fun of that chest in the chat. I let them have it. I wasn't saying a word.
Mop said she was oversharing like a mug. We about to find
Bruh,
out.
She was talking. It felt like the first 48, the way she was talking. She was giving details they didn't even need. They were like, okay.
She's like, give me that grape soda.
Facts.
Give me that grape soda. I'm ready to talk. Oh shit.
Son, wait till you hear what. Oh, I think you passed it. She said she ran to go testify.
You think he pissed her off or?
No, she was like, she heard that he was testifying. She didn't hear nothing he really said. But she knew that they were going to call her first. They were going to call her eventually. So she was pacing in her office. And then I guess after it happened, she said she ran down there to go testify. And I was like, okay, this ain't going to end well. But go ahead.
Oh, shit. Let's find out what's going on. I seen what H.A. had. She was over that bitch. Like she was about to sub in for fucking Michael Jordan. That motherfucker waiting. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, we heard the Bulls music. We heard that music.
On Monday. And
go ahead.
I'm actually surprised that the hearing continued, but since it did, here I am.
Great. So let's talk about, first let's just talk about what you did in preparation for today. Did you meet with Mr. Wade at all? Once the motion was filed, did you meet with Mr. Wade and talk to him about the motion that I filed to disqualify you?
On this first January motion?
Yes.
I don't know if you could say talked about. I probably had some choice words about some of the things that you said that were dishonest.
Oh, you see the blinking? You see the blinking?
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing too. Now she did this with a white woman, but watch how she talks when the white men go start talking to her. They wasn't falling for it.
Oh, she was giving that sassy black woman shit to the chick.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to disqualify her testimony. Is that what she's saying?
No, she's saying that what he said during his portion, they lied. Plus whatever they had made, I guess in those documents, that they were lies, and she went down there to clear them up. But from what we heard, she really didn't clear up nothing. She just talked like he talked. There's still a lot of speculation.
She was standing at the desk like the fifth man ready to check in. That's what I'm saying, yo.
Facts.
Oh my gosh. Yo, all right, let's keep moving.
In this motion. So I don't know that it was a conversation. As you know, Mr. Wade is a Southern gentleman. Me, not so much.
Okay, but my question was, did you have a conversation with him?
I didn't have a substantive conversation.
You did not?
I read this motion, skimmed it more so, and I've probably said some
Her heart
choice
jumping
things
out of her
about
chest.
some of the lies they were told.
Okay.
And then printed in the media because, we used to be in a day and time where you had 60 Minutes and people did stories and they verified information, and you had this great reporting. But it seems today that a lawyer writes a lie and then it's printed for all of the world to see.
Man,
Well, I just want to make sure that you answer.
Hold on. Let me get this right.
Man, please, because every time they were going in on 45, y'all didn't ask if it was true or not. Y'all
What?
took it for gospel.
Facts. Right?
Come on, we're not doing that. Hey, Barbara Walters is gone, madam.
Yeah, Baba
And we know
Wawa
what
is
she's
not
done
here.
to go get some of her interviews. We're not going to legislate that here. Ma'am, you're in the social media age. Everybody's a journalist now. It's okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. She is pissed. Look at her. Her eyelashes ain't even perfectly combed yet.
She ran down there. They probably on crooked.
She ain't got no makeup on. Her edges ain't laid. Boy, she ain't getting
wait till they. Oh wait, which? Oh, you using a different freak because the one we saw. It was more centered, so you could see the grays on her left side.
Oh shit.
Boy,
her shit ain't laid. Oh man, she jumped. She ain't getting no sleep.
She ran.
Night. She ain't getting no sleep. It like she
that
got
sweat. That sweat got in them edges, boy. It said, "Gee."
Her skirt might be on backwards because the fucking zipper's in the front. I don't know. Oh my gosh, let's get it.
Question I asked though. So my question was.
I'm gonna object. That's been asked and
Overruled, Mr. Abadi.
I told you what happened. I read the motion. I am sure I told him what my opinion of it is. And past that, we had no substantive conversation.
You did not. Correct.
Is there something you didn't understand?
No, I just wanted to make sure that
There you go.
You did not have
There you go.
a meeting with him in the conference room to discuss the motion.
Next question,
No.
Ms. Merchant.
So in the conference room of my office within this week, you produced some financial document. That financial document was given to me, and I'm not even sure who was giving it to him by me or Mr. Abadi gave it to me. And I think he showed me a document in our conference room. But as far as a substantive conversation, I don't believe I've had any conversation with him that is substantive related to this.
Okay.
I have had conversations with him since you filed the motion, but they wouldn't be substantive to this. He sent me very nice sermons that have been done. And so we've had conversations about, did you listen to that sermon? Things of that nature. And I would say they were in relationship to this because I think he did it to be kind.
Hold on. So the dude she talked about, it's not the dude she was fucking, is it?
The what?
The dude she talked about sending her sermons, is it the dude she fucking?
Nah, I think no. No, I think she was talking about the pastor when she did that.
Oh, the one she did the whole I'm a flawed woman speech?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, don't worry, they bring that up too.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay. Let's start back in 2019.
Yeah.
So you and Mr. Wade met in October 2019 at a conference?
That is correct. And I think in one of your motions you tried to implicate I slept with him at that conference, which I find to be extremely...
Oh, stop. Here she go. Because now when she does this...
She didn't even say that, though.
She didn't. So the minute she says something about it, fucking guilty, goddammit.
She didn't even intimate that.
At all.
Offensive. Yeah. I stayed at that conference. Mr. Wade was my teacher. I did not meet him when he taught the class. I was standing outside talking to Lisa Reeves, who is a judge. Me and her were just having a conversation. Mr. Wade walks up. I think they hug each other. They have some brief conversation. She introduces us.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. We kind of thought that when you asked the question, you can answer the question, not a speech, so I object to the speech.
I believe I'm able to explain my answers.
I believe she's able.
But they never asked about fucking. She just asked, did you meet him in 2019 at the conference?
She jumped. She was jumping a lot. Like, I think she wanted them to ask her if she was doing this dude.
Right, because she wanted to be
able
to try to get it off on a technicality or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
They kept asking about intimate relationship. personal relationship. She went straight to intercourse. Look, we're not even talking about that.
Right? She want to hurry up and try to throw this shit out. Like, nah, sure. Like the minute you bring it up without them bringing it up, you kind of admitting your guilt. Like for real.
they just.
Ms. Merchant,
I don't even know why she was offering up some of the stuff she was offering up.
You can see it in her face. She's scared. She's scared as fuck.
Just tell the truth.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. Just tell the truth. Even if it makes you look bad, tell the truth.
I mean, what she say in that sermon? I'm a flawed woman. I make mistakes and some more shit. Stay with your sermon that whatever you did at the church.
Listen to the answer.
Well, they should tell you that they don't follow that Bible.
And keep the answers confined to the question as best you can. I think you'll have more than enough ample opportunity.
And we've seen the examples of this happening during this week, but we're not going to legislate
It's highly
that.
offensive when someone lies on you, and it's highly offensive when they try to implicate that you slept with somebody the first day you met with them, and I take exception to it.
All right. Well, Ms. Willis, you'll have the opportunity to explain all of that when it's the state's turn to ask more open-ended questions.
Yeah.
Ms. Merchant.
Thank you, Judge. So again, my question was, you all met at that
lip
conference,
trembling
right?
and some more shit.
Okay. As I stated, he taught the class. I did not.
She her lip trembling. Her voice is all fucked up. Like,
yeah, it don't look good when you're sitting on that chair, huh? You don't feel good.
She on the other side of this shit. That's what it is.
Actually meet him when he taught the class.
But yo, CH, wait till you hear her throw this man under the bus.
I'm waiting. I already knew she was going
You fixing to leave after you hit your ass.
Oh my gosh, I need a fucking timestamp. We need to get to that shit.
Out of the class, and I'm not sure if it was that exact class or we went to lunch, but we were standing.
It was at least a half hour from when she started. It was after their recess.
And Judge Reeves were having
they
a
did
conversation.
Like a 5 to 10 minute
she had worked
recess.
at a law firm I worked at back
it was
in
in the second part.
1996.
Boy.
So this is the recess right here.
Yeah, the second part is hilarious. That's where she really started oversharing.
Boy, she pissed.
Went out to caution. This is going to be the first time out to caution. We have to listen to the questions as asked. And this happened.
She would, yeah, because it was the white woman. She's like, ain't no white girl gonna get over on me.
Look at her. Look.
Mm-hmm. Adjusting to the seat, the attitude. Ma'am, you ran down there. No, Johnny Jr., she said she did that because the person who she got her condo from, sometimes she would give her CashApp. Because for like utilities and stuff. If you saying something, I can't hear you.
No, I ain't say nothing yet. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
Boy, she.
Did he ever
oh my
spend the
gosh,
night
she is
at that
seething.
condo?
No.
Just visited.
Yeah, but he did visit for sure.
Did you ever go out to eat together, other than the lunches?
I can't really hear anything.
During 2019
sound,
or
whatever you piping
2020?
in, I have to use like the YouTube to hear it.
Oh, word?
I would think that we probably went to lunch, but it wouldn't.
But it'll come like in and out.
Let me think.
Damn, yo, your chat is relentless.
I'm gonna say. I don't know. I'm gonna say we probably broke bread someplace in 2019. I don't remember it, but it seems like we would have broke bread sometime in 2019. So I'm gonna say yes, although I have no recollection. But it seems to me like I go out to eat and drink with pretty much everyone. So I'm gonna say yes.
So outside of the vacations that we've already talked about, did you ever go out to dinner with Mr. Wade?
I mentioned to you that
I'm going to object as to what time period. Like we're asking very vague questions. I thought we were treating the witness as hostile under 611. We're no longer doing that. So we're going to go back and forth. We need to be more specific with our questions if we're going to treat her as hostile.
All right, Ms. Merchant, it's not so much. I think you can elect between leading and open-ended questions, but I think we are still wondering about, and I think we need to get back on track of focusing on the financial benefit or the relationship.
And my next question about if you did go out to dinner, who paid when you went out to dinner?
He paid. I paid.
You both paid.
Okay, so let me be real clear. We didn't say, oh, the bill is $102. You give $51, I'll give $51. I don't operate like that with my girlfriends. I don't operate like that with anyone.
Wait for this.
He caught the bill, I caught the bill. Whomever.
Did you ever pay him through Cash App?
No.
You only ever paid him through cash?
Well, yes. We're talking about, I'm very confused
You've
now.
never given Mr. Wade money through Cash App?
No.
The only money you've ever given him outside of a contract is cash.
I didn't give him money in a contract, so that was cute, but I didn't give him money outside in a contract. What happened is, no, we're going to answer it since you said it. He worked more hours than he was paid, and the county paid him for the work that he did. So don't be cute with me and then think that you're not going to get an answer.
Drawers.
And I will ask you.
Yo.
She paid for the overtime with the GTD.
Oh my gosh, hold on, I gotta put you back at. Hold on, I gotta find it. What's the name? Oh my gosh, this is
Shout out to GTD.
Got the draws. Oh my gosh, this shit is hilarious. Yo, oh my gosh, this is fucking great.
Yo, Hotep, when she loses and she has to get off this case and he get a mistrial and YSL get a mistrial, y'all got to come down here for the concert. The city of Atlanta will not be moving. We are going to be outside.
I might have to cut. Yo, all I'm saying is this, right? Hold on, let me rename this real quick so I can put Jay in here. Oh my gosh.
Do you understand American Crime Story is watching this, or American Horror Story is watching this right now, and they're gonna, when Trump gets off, that's gonna be their next chapter.
Oh, you think that's what it's gonna be?
That's gonna be there.
They did something similar with that. You remember the Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did something similar with Twilight Zone. They had an episode where all these people that wore the red hats went crazy. The one that was by the Peel brothers, the new Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They had an episode where all these guys in red hats went crazy and started attacking people at random.
Oh shit. Jay done predicted some shit.
What's good, Kid Gravity? What's good, Cannon?
Same old it is.
Jay done predicted some shit, goddammit.
Could have joined, gentlemen. I was out, treating the babies. They did. I don't know. Today was the what was it? The school thing. You know, that the parent-teacher thing, and
parent-teacher conference,
professional development day, or whatever it's called.
Get to find out how the babies have been doing in school. If
parent-teacher
conference doing good. That's it.
Those dreaded days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katrina Parham says she remembered the red hat joint from Twilight Zone. What's going on, Katrina Parham? I want to get her on the show, yo. She be leaving some really nice. Well, not nice. She be critical of some of the stuff we be saying on the show, but I like her. I like her spark. I want to get on the show because I would love to get her insight on some shit. Oh man, but who got an echo? Jay got the echo. Oh, let me fix this shit.
I don't know. Is it me or is it Kid Gravity?
Might be me.
Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. Boom, we got it.
Yeah, listen, the YSL parade sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I don't know, because it might be the DSO parade sponsored by Fani Lips around. I don't know. Yo, she pissed, boy. Them lips is pursed.
But why is she pissed? She ran down there to go tell this.
Yeah, she did.
Martin Lawrence, run tell that. She did that.
You said that
stay in the office.
She wanted the cameras in there, right?
Oh yeah, she wanted to make sure that she was televised all day. All day. Jabari, what you say, Jabari? Jabari with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Fanny sweating like Kevin Spacey at a boys' high school basketball game. Good
Damn. Let me see if 45 says something. Wait, is this? I'm gonna see if 45 says something.
I'm sure he did.
You know he was watching.
You know he did. I should pull up.
Son, he put up videos.
We have to get to them later.
Oh, he went in. He put up like 7 videos.
You know he gonna put up them fucking videos. Like on Truth Social, they're gonna be fucking one after another. He probably got the AI doing that shit for him.
Probably. Here we go. Fanny never paid cash. She got free trips and other things from her lover with the exorbitant amounts of money she authorized to be paid to him. A giant scam. Witch hunt. Damn.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Yo, Trump is an asshole.
Yo, Trump is a fucking. I'm telling you, boy. Trump is a goddamn. He's a goddamn savage when it comes to the tweets, boy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, but
I miss him.
Damn, if he gets his mistrial, man, he won the election.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I'm sorry,
damn,
they gonna have to.
I wanted to see the fight though.
No, I ain't gonna be no fight.
I wanted to see the fight.
It wasn't gonna be a fight.
What fight would develop out of it though? What's the fight? Well,
I just want to see him attack Biden's cognitive. I want to see Biden stumble, try to get a jab in every now and again. I want to see Kamami try to get in. I want to see whoever the VP gonna say. I want that fight. Give me that fight. America loves rematches.
They're gonna heart attack Biden ass, and they gonna fucking put Gavin Newsom up that bitch or something.
You know what was strange? You remember those Topps Zombies cards? They came out with the Topps card for the 2024 election. On one side of the card it says Topps Now. On one side of the card it shows Joe B, and it says dead underneath it, and it shows him as a skeleton. On the other side it shows Donnie T as a clown.
See, telling y'all, watch.
Oh, it's like, why would they do that? Why would you as a major company put something like that out?
It's called, you know why, Jay. You know why.
You think it's time is up? I gotta send you. I'm gonna find that little card and send you that picture.
Haram said Fanny should have went on Ozempic and came into court fly. Yo, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me. Fanny ain't bad looking. She a little older. How old is she?
His ex looks better than her.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
So
to me, she looks better.
So you think Fanny was just he was just the jump off. He was hitting the back shots, hit the back shots, knocked the money out of ass. That's what he was doing. What 50 Cent said.
Nah, he was knocking the rings. Carlos Smoky said he was knocking the dust off that, but
I'm just saying, if she kicking out money like that, $2,500 a dickin'. I'm just saying.
Oh, wait till later when you hear what she said about that man.
Give it an African soup bone, and I get to go to Barbados.
Barbados, bruh.
I'm just saying,
bruh. She went on a cruise, and then came back, and then went to Aruba.
Thunderclap that ass, and I get to go to Jamaica. I'm just saying, like
Jamaica.
I'm just saying, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
She got mad that the critter went to Australia.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I don't even know. I don't want to go to Australia ever. I don't know why he went. I was like, bruh, Australia.
She gonna send me to the down under just to give us some down under.
Down under, exactly. He wanted to see my blooming onion.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Contract in a minute.
He said,
I asked you about Cap.
Oh, let's see her.
Did you ever pay him anything? And I'm trying to qualify my questions. I'm not talking about the contract with Fulton County that was paid. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about outside of that. Did you ever pay him anything other than cash?
I've only given him cash a few times in the course of what we're talking about.
So if we would go to dinner,
let her finish her answer.
If we would go to dinner, I wouldn't give him cash because he paid for dinner or I paid for dinner. I've given him cash only a few times in life, probably 4.
Okay.
Probably the most money I've ever handed him is $2,500. The least amount of money I've handed him, probably between $500 and $1,000.
Damn. Retro Neon with the $2 super chat says Fanny nickname Superhead or some shit. I don't know.
No, Superfed.
Yeah, that's it. Cause it seemed like she was getting got.
Yeah.
You never wrote him a check?
Ma'am, I don't have checks.
Okay. So you have no proof of any reimbursement for any of these things because it was all cash, right?
The testimony of one witness is enough to prove a fact.
So my question was, do you have any
lying
proof?
to you? Is that what you're intimating right here?
I'm asking if you have any proof that you paid him any of these
The
monies.
proof is what I just told you.
You have no written proof. Is that correct?
How's that going to prove? So I have some, probably some transactions like in Belize. I probably spent $500 on my card in Belize. I spent $900 on each of our tickets to go to Belize.
Damn.
I did the $700. I probably got some minor expenses in Aruba that would be on a card. But for the most part, for those trips, other than, so the 2 cruises, I gave him money for those before we ever left because they were pre-booked. Let me answer.
Damn, he had them toes behind her ears, boy.
She was wow. She was the sugar mama, huh?
They were playing deposition all day.
She toot that thing up. Honey made it work.
Pause.
I'm just saying, good Lord. She paid for the cruises. She paid for the trips. She paid for all expenses.
She putting her whole sex life on film.
Oh my gosh.
To like 35 different stations, and she don't even realize what she's doing.
Oh Lord.
The question was if you had any written proof. And so
I've answered you that I've had written
we
proof.
can move to the next question. If you've answered if you had any written proof, and that was my question.
I want to make sure that we're clear.
Yeah, she did.
That
Straight
for the
ran her
two
pockets.
cruises,
Judge,
and that's
I
the
asked if
cruise
she gave him
plus
written
Aruba.
proof.
We're not going to talk over each other. Ms. Merchant, she answered your question, so we can ask the next question. Ms. Willis and Ms. Cross will have plenty of opportunities to let you clarify your answers when it's her turn.
Thank you, Judge. Knowing your role as district attorney, you know that public funds are scrutinized and money is scrutinized and things like that. You understand.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You understand you're under a microscope. You have reporting requirements, all of those types of things. You have no record other than your testimony of the money that you've given Mr. Wade.
You've already asked that.
It has to be anonymous, right? They both was married, right?
No, Fanny ain't been married since 05.
But he was married.
He was married. They just started their divorce
His
this
name
year.
can't be on shit.
Well, we know who gonna be girls trip too.
He can't come home with an Applebee's receipt.
No, that man said I don't have no receipts for nothing.
He can't have nothing. He's supposed to be a ghost.
Ghost dick. Pause.
Pause.
I'm just saying he's supposed to be a ghost, right? It sounds like she got.
You know what we'll do for some.
Yeah.
We lose our mind for some trim sometimes.
Dude's out here chasing a piece of tail.
Question. Let's keep going.
When you took office, you had a tax lien of $4,600. Did you pay that with cash when you made that tax lien whole?
I probably paid through however you pay.
Okay. So, but you were saying that you had amounts of cash. You still had that lien in 2022 when you were dating Wade and going on these trips. So the cash that you gave him, that could have been used to pay this tax lien off?
You gonna tell me how to pay my
I'm
bills?
gonna object. This is not relevant as it relates to why we're here.
Oh, by the way, Cammy, that line right there, that had all the leftists losing their mind. They love that line.
Oh, right. All the Yaz queens was.
Oh, they was loving it. They were like, Fanny, yeah, go girl. I'm like, okay, keep listening. Keep listening.
Oh Lord, hold up.
Are you trying to establish that she was insolvent in some way?
I definitely was trying to establish that she did not have these mass amounts of cash that she's talking about, yes.
All right. Re-ask the question.
I think that's irrelevant.
You had a tax lien in 2022, $4,600.
If you say I did.
And you did not use this cash that you had to reimburse Mr. Wade to pay that off, correct?
No.
Okay.
I went shopping too when I didn't pay it off.
And you talked about, you gave a lot of interviews to some authors of a book called Fani Willis, right?
I would not characterize it as a lot. I probably have spoken to them 2 or 3 times.
My question is relevant as to.
I think it's already come up that finances are discussed in the book. I'll overrule that.
So, I mean, you can't really say, well, you can't say she didn't have that type of cash, but then there's got to be some kind of paper trail. Like, you know, you ain't got a cash business where you just getting it. You got to be able to, I went to the bank and made a withdrawal of this amount of money. You know what I mean? So I guess there should be a paper trail for it.
Yeah, there definitely would be. From the bank accounts, like you could go to the bank and you could request, I think, discovery through that, couldn't you? Or you could have them write up all that and they print it out for you. If it's a part of need to know to establish something, I think that you could. That's one of the means they could go through.
Right.
You just got to go find those bank records.
Protocol said it's relevant because she said she paid Wade back. They proven that she was using the overpaying of the tax money to pay for the trips. Wrong one, goddammit. Got you.
Thank you.
Just
Okay,
want
I
to see you
got you.
continue your answer.
What came up with Mr. Wade as it relates to hearsay statements that he was asked about in relation to what Ms. Willis may or may not have said in relation to an author. So it's not relevant to the testimony that's occurring at this time.
I think Ms. Merchant has said that inside
gotta
the
get
book,
that
she also
sass
makes
out of his
statement
voice.
as to her own findings.
Bro, she already established that she talked about her money
So
in
you
that
gave
book.
interviews to the authors of this book, correct?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she talked to him about when she was running the first time and she lost $50K
Wow.
on the campaign, and then how she was in financial trouble. She basically this book is about her life basically
Got you.
up until she won in 2020, which is some snake shit, but you know.
Well, that's some Soros shit. That's how she won, right? She's one of them Soros back DAs, wasn't she?
Yeah, and she basically lied through the whole campaign. But people believed it because that was the wave in 2020. You know, we gotta uplift our sisters and all that. So whoever is black, we're gonna ride for them. And now here we are, 3 years later. She running down hallways to go tell her sex stories.
Correct?
Once or twice.
Okay. And
Just to be comprehensive, I don't know if it was 3 times, 2 or 3 times, I think.
you were quoted in the book, and I will give you a chance to say if this is a misquote. You were quoted, when they asked you about if you wanted to run for office for DA, you were quoted, "I really don't want to be financially effed up again." Do you remember saying that?
So what that refers to,
My question first is if you remember saying that.
I remember saying something similar to that, but I would like to be able to explain what that's in
fine.
reference to. That's not in reference to anything else. It was a huge sacrifice to be district attorney in Fulton County. Huge. I was doing just fine. I had a municipal court judgeship that was paying me $100-something a year, and you got to show up twice a week. Easiest thing I've ever done in life. I also had private clients that were paying me to represent them. So I was able to have a law practice and that. Raising 2 daughters by myself, there were times in life where things were hard. And so I was telling people, I don't really run for DA. I don't want to run for DA. I'm in a good position right now. I got this easy job that
Sounds like she reading a fucking book right now from memory. Katrina says she pays rent and cash app, but pays for dick and cash.
Pause.
She already pays him 3 times the rate. She ain't pay him shit. Thumbs up. Okay, she said okay. Oh my gosh. There's no paper trail. She's saying there's no paper trail to reimbursement. Right. I feel like.
But that's a lie.
Yeah, I think
she had to report her. She has an expense report she has to file with the city and the state.
Right. Right. And
which they talk about later.
But that's what I was saying, right? So that's what I was saying. There's no such thing as petty cash anymore either. I mean, somebody brought it up. I mean, at least as far as I know.
Not at these offices. No.
Yeah.
You have to put that on expenses.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
especially
a check
with the
has
amounts
to be cut or a direct deposit has to be made.
I would, yeah, but with the amounts that these different people are having too, right? You get to a certain level of amounts, those houses have to be written down, accounted for. I'm saying,
right?
Especially if you
she hasn't
like
reported
before
for
when they used to
2023?
just have cash. Like you'd go into the office and they'd say, "Oh, get it out the petty cash drawer." At the levels that they're talking, those would all be reported. There'd be a paper trail for that too.
Right. You need receipts, which is both of these motherfuckers never have.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh,
Bet you she got the receipts for them lunches.
Oh.
Hey, Katrina,
she
here, I'm
do.
gonna send you the link. I'm about to send you the link real quick. Jump on in with us. If you want to jump in. That's the link right there. Go ahead, hit it. But yeah, so I don't know. It's getting really interesting, right? Because I kind of still stand by my original statement about it. It was a sneaky link that just went completely awry. You know what I mean? Now I think he was using her, to get some stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, she said that she was handing him the $1,500 to $2,500. My goodness,
she just carried cash with her on vacation, and she's like, "Yeah, I had $4,000. I gave him $2,500."
What?
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? And the other 15 I was just using, while we were there. I'm like, you there 2 days.
Oh my gosh. So Emmanuel says Wade was sending his invoices to the White House. It's a complete paper trail. Oh, that's right. He been to the White House too, right?
I think so.
He been a couple of times because he was meeting with Nickel Slick and them. That's what got them in trouble.
I enjoy
That's
being
what got
the chief
them on the
judge of
radar.
the city of South Fulton. I'm making money at the law firm, and I'm not sure that I want to make this sacrifice. And why does it always have to be me? Eventually, I prayed. I think that I was the appropriate person. I think that I
No,
did
you
that.
weren't.
So when you're referring to that, what I'm saying is, why should I make a sacrifice again? And what I was not talking about is being district attorney. Once you get elected district attorney, you're in a fine financial position. I make over $200,000 a year. What I was talking about is I ran for judge. When I ran for judge, I took $50,000 of my personal money out of my retirement, and that money ended up being lost. And I know when you bet on yourself, you're going to have to bet money on yourself. And so what I was talking about was not wanting to go through the personal financial expense of running for office. By no means did I think that I was going to be financially in a bad position once I won. Let's talk about what I was up against, because it's important to understand that comment. I had a district attorney who had been here for 24 years.
And Judge,
People, no, it's very relevant as to what my mindset was about this. So I'm trying to answer your question. So what I was saying is
Tailored solely to finance.
Right, but it is about my finances. If I didn't, nobody put me in this seat. So I had already run for office once. I had spent $50,000 of my own money running, and it was vamoose, nothing. And so when I'm talking to those offers, I'm talking about the contemplation of the sacrifice of the run, not the sacrifice.
So they're alleging that she had $500,000 in her home?
No, she said that her daddy taught her to make sure she always had cash on hand, like 6 months.
Well, Montoya's saying that's not enough for having $500,000 in cash at your home. Is that what they're alleging? Is that she had that type of money just sitting in the house, like in the fucking wall or something?
Nah.
She on her Street King shit?
Nah. I don't think she had that much sitting in the house.
500 grand? God damn. I mean, I don't know. I mean, oh man.
No, she said she used 50 of her own money to run for judge. And then when she lost, she don't get that money back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She ain't gonna keep no $500,000 in the house.
I'm about to say shit.
Once you become DA, the odds were against me. I was likely going to lose the election based on who I was running against. So that needs to be in the appropriate
And you pulled
context.
snake shit and won.
Isn't it?
Oh, hold on. Montoya said you better go back. She had more than one home with cash.
Yeah, she had the condo and she had another house. But yeah, she always says that she always kept money. She kept like 6 months worth of money in the house.
6 months worth of money.
Yeah, she said at one time she had like 15,000 sitting in the house.
I don't know. Still.
I know that's a lot of money.
That's
I
a
know,
lot of money.
But I don't even know why she would tell him that. Now she said she had to leave the first house because they found out the address and were targeting her. Now they gonna find out where you live and they gonna be like, damn, and you got money in there? That didn't make sense. But you know.
Haram said she was the lawyer version of Griselda.
True that the authors also wrote, and you can dispute this if you'd like, that you were broke after that race.
The 2018 race.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a hard race. I wasn't broke like I didn't have any. So broke is relative to depending where you are, but
nobody's asking that.
That hurt to lose that $50,000. So I'm sure my mental mindset was like, I just gave $50,000 away.
Right. So they characterized it from their conversations with you that you were broke. You had poured your own money into the campaign, and you weren't able to pay your own bills because of your clients couldn't pay their bills to you, and you had a paltry array of family and asset forfeiture cases. It says you were trying to make it month to month. Is that an accurate depiction of your financial situation at that point?
I would want to read that, but I don't remember clients not being able to pay their bills. Or
may I approach, Judge?
You can.
You may.
Page 13.
I have not read this book.
She ain't read the book about her?
Yeah, she said she never read it.
Who the fuck wrote it?
Some dudes that interviewed her, but that was my thing when I sent it my stream. How do you read how do you give quotes to something and don't read it? They could have wrote anything and you can't dispute it.
Right. Fire and fury. Like, oh my gosh.
They could have said I had a train ran on me at Howard at 19.
And she ain't ready. Jesus.
And she ain't read it.
She know fucking well she lying. She read that fucking book. She read that shit.
So like this fact here, her ex-husband Fred had run into a financial. I have no information about
I didn't
that.
ask you about that. I just asked about if what they represent from their interviews with you, that you were broke and that you had clients that weren't able to pay their bills.
Can you show me where that is? Because this is where you put the tab, so that's what I read.
Broke, couldn't pay their bills.
Yeah, that I'm sure I characterized myself as broke as leaving that $50,000. I don't know that I had her nascent law practice at Paltry Array.
Well, you just
I didn't have
Ms. Merchant.
I didn't attest. I thought I had a law practice. So this is not correct. I'm sure it's just I didn't have any asset forfeiture cases. So
you give permission for somebody to write a book about you, and they got false facts in there.
See what I mean?
Anything can be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah. Hey, you try to say I didn't say that. Like it's in the book.
Right.
I had one case where they had took one of my clients' money at the airport. I don't know if that's what they're I don't know. Paltry Array. I did have family law cases. I guess that's what they're talking about. And clients who couldn't pay their bills ain't clients, so no.
So my question was just if this was a fair and accurate representation where it says you were trying to make it month to month at that point in time.
No, I don't think that is actually a fair and accurate representation, but I am certain that after the 2018 election, I'm still not really happy about having given up that $50,000.
You know when you paid your tax lien?
Right.
You made it back.
You don't. So you know if you paid it?
I know I've paid some taxes. I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
Did you tell anyone at Fulton County Board of County Commissioners about your relationship with Mr. Wade?
No.
Did you disclose your relationship to anybody at Fulton County?
Of course not. Don't you? Why are you thinking on it?
No, I don't think so.
And as the chief law enforcement officer of Fulton County, I assume that you're familiar with the county code and ordinances?
I've said we're not going to cover that in this hearing, Ms. Merchant.
I'm sorry, Judge?
We said we weren't going to cover the county regulations.
Okay, and I won't. Let me ask you this then. So are you aware that you're required to disclose any relationship with someone that you contract with in Fulton County?
I'm going to object to the court prior ruling that you made this morning.
Would this be different because it's a potential for impeachment?
Yes.
Gotta get that mood lighting for
What did you
Fanny.
ask me?
Ms. Merchant, if you could re-ask the question.
Okay. Are you aware that Fulton County requires you to disclose any relationship with someone that you're doing business with?
I'm not aware, and I know often that things are confused with state constitutional officers in county, but I'm not aware.
Okay, so it's your understanding that you don't have a duty to disclose the relationship.
She's answered that question. Let's keep going.
That's no excuse. The ignorance is no excuse. There's no excuse. Yeah. I was unaware that I wasn't supposed to be fucking my subordinate.
And then we break up, and then I put them on.
Right, exactly. Rudy with the $9 super, $10 super chat. I appreciate you. I do with the pause. God damn it. I got to get the sound. God damn it. He said, Fanny is a high paid hoe. See y'all at the Grifties. Hotep and build. Oh my goodness gracious. But that's no excuse.
Would y'all call her Hotep Fanny?
Hotep Fanny? I don't know.
Nah, never.
Well, I mean, she could be. She could be reformed. You know.
Can she?
She can be. We've all fallen short. Everybody in this chat.
I'm just saying, when she gets kicked out, she'll just do, I guess, tag team OnlyFans with Rachel Dolezal.
Damn. Oh, Rachel Dolezal
and the podcast.
OnlyFans. She does have OnlyFans, don't she?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
She could do it with Keisha Bottom B.
Like Emmanuel said, bro, if this was Trump, they would have fined him $400 billion.
$400 billion.
$400 billion. But listen, though, look, Fani Willis, she keeps complaining about this $50,000. That's a drop in the bucket for her when you take a look at what all she has. She has investment portfolios. She has Berkshire Hathaway. She has 300 acres, like in Maui or whatever they were saying in the disclosures, right? She has properties in Houston, properties across Texas, properties across Georgia. Plus, she's got 20 plus years in this business. So that's like 100,000, 100,000, you know, add that up. She's got that $50,000 was a drop in the bucket to her. And for her to keep going back over to it over and over. And supposedly, what they were saying was she owns 600,000 in Pfizer stock.
Are you serious?
Supposedly. Well, that's what it says on the nets. It says her estimated net worth is between $5 million and something.
That's why she out here big pimping.
Yeah. That's why she said. That's why when she was blowing it off, like, well, I gave him $2,500. That was, you know.
Look, she just trying to.
That's like 25 cents.
She trying to be the new attorney general. That's the move, so she can flip that money she got.
Loki said that's a lot of forehead in one video, though. Come on, she up there in age. How old is she?
She 50.
50?
Yeah, she's 53.
Oh, okay.
53. Yeah, she'll be 53 this year.
Did you keep track of this cash that you paid him at all?
What are you talking? I don't understand.
Did you keep track? Did you keep a ledger? Did you keep track of it?
So I've only given him cash, as I mentioned, 3 or 4 times. There's no ledger. This is friends handing money off to each other.
So the answer is no, you didn't keep track.
And I think you've already asked whether there was any written proof whatsoever, and she's answered that.
Okay.
So we've covered this. Let's move on.
Who were you referring to when you suggested that Mr. Roman's motion to disqualify was racially motivated?
We already said we're not talking about the forensic misconduct that's been alleged.
Okay.
And just so the record is clear, I don't believe I said that his motion was racially motivated, so I don't want that to stay there. I've never said his motion was racially motivated, so that should not be true.
I think it would be best if we don't need to go down that road. We're going to save that for argument.
You once said that you would not engage with a personal relationship with anyone that worked for Fulton County. Is that correct?
An employee?
Anyone that worked for Fulton County.
I think I said an employee.
Okay. So that's the qualification you give an employee? You wouldn't?
I think that's a statement that I made. So if you want to quote me accurately.
Shit. Well, we'll quote you, Fani. Let's go back and find it. So we just played it. Here we go, right here. See what she says. Let's see what she said.
That legendary clip.
Because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees. Because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children. Because we deserve better.
Okay. Now,
wait till you hear what she calls him.
Now, I don't care if he's a contractor. He's still a subordinate of hers until his contract is up. Am I wrong about that?
Is your position because Mr. Wade was not an employee? Or is your position he wasn't an employee, correct?
Mr. Wade is not an employee, and he will tell you that over and over again.
Just 1 moment, Judge. I'm sorry, the statement, just so I make sure I accurately quote you. What you said was you won't sleep with people who work under you. Do you not consider Mr. Wade working under you?
I consider Mr. Wade to be an agent.
There it is.
Yeah.
What?
He's an agent. He's a hired gun. That's her agent? James Bond.
He's an agent?
An agent.
Why couldn't you just say he's a contractor? But it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. He still works for you.
He still works for you. He still work under you or on top of you. Or
in more ways than one.
Exactly. He's still working that ass, Fani.
An appointee is what I really think of him as.
Your point, whatever merit it has, Ms. Merchant, is on the record. Next question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do we need any moments in a minute? Mr. Sadow.
Yeah, I'm ready to go, Your Honor.
All right.
Here we go. Now this is the hard ass.
Motherfucking Matlock.
That's Matlock, right?
I'm going to try to ask you questions that you can actually answer without having to explain.
Oh, he pissed.
Okay.
He like, fuck that. You ain't doing that fucking black girl shit with me.
You ain't gonna
That's
hit
what
me
he
with
just said.
that black girl splaining.
He said, you ain't about to pull that bullshit with me, shorty. I got your dumb ass. Oh, Lord. Let's find out what he did.
Yes, sir. My comprehension skills are pretty good, so we should do all right.
We shall soon see. If I heard you correctly, you moved into what I will refer to as the Yurti condo in either March or April of 2021. Is that correct?
Sometime between late February and April. Yes, I don't. Just so we're clear, yes. But in that time period, you're in the ballpark. We're in the ballpark.
Okay. And is that Yurti condo? Would you say that it is in Hapeville?
It is in Hapeville, yes, sir.
And you moved in there for safety reasons?
My father. Yes, I moved in there. We were concerned. My father was terribly concerned about me continuing to live at the house, and so they were clear. People came to my house at 5 o'clock in the morning about the police brutality cases, saying I was going to have a wake-up call. There were security threats due to gang cases.
Cut her ass off. We
and
don't even know
there
that.
were
Okay,
concerns due to the that was at the very beginning of this, looking into that. And so for all of those reasons and what was happening, my father wanted me out the house, and begrudgingly I left.
Okay, so
she could say
the
all
answer
that
to the question
back.
was a yes for safety reasons, correct?
Those were all of the things that caused the safety concerns. I'm sorry.
I'm not questioning whether they are or are not safety concerns.
Well,
I just
she's so
asked
scared the
that you
glue coming
moved
off them eyelashes.
into this condo, the RT condo,
Right.
for safety reasons, right?
Yes.
Okay. At the time that you moved into the condo, be it from February to April of 2021,
Yes.
was your father still living in your house?
Right, because my father.
That's all I ask you.
But I get to explain the answer, sir.
I don't know
we
if
don't
there's an
need to know that
explanation. If
shit.
I ask you, was your father still living at your house? The answer is either he was or he wasn't.
Yes, but you are going to get to argue at the end of this, as we both
I'm
know.
not going to argue
And so
anything.
I
I'm
would
going to
like
ask.
to be able to explain why.
I'm going
And so,
to.
yes, because my father is an older gentleman, he was worried about COVID, and he stayed.
Ms. Willis, I'm going to have to say that's second time. Whenever we have to put a pause, stop testifying, okay?
White man ain't playing Retro
yourself.
Neon said with the $2 super
The
chat.
question was whether your father was not staying there at the time, and you're clarifying that in your answer as well. You can have a brief clarification, but it shouldn't be something that reaches well beyond the question. All right, Mr. Sadow, you can re-ask the question. We'll see where it takes us.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Was your father still
lawyer-
living
this
in
judge too
your
lenient.
house at the time you moved to what I would refer to as the Yurti condo?
Yes, sir, he was, due to his concerns related to COVID.
Okay. The safety concern was that there was potential danger at your house. Is that correct?
Yes, my address had been exposed, so yes, there was concerns about potential danger at my house.
Okay, so anyone staying at your house in the time period after you went to the Yurti condo was still in danger, correct?
Yeah, what? No, he did.
I think you have to. It's your attorney, Ms. Willis. Sorry, Mr. Bott, your objection is speculation.
Yes.
To the question of
Speculation.
whether someone was still in danger at her condo.
I can
Just let her answer the question.
Or Mr. Sadow wants to rephrase. So.
No, I was able to understand it.
I've got the objection, and then I have.
I'll withdraw the objection. You can move forward.
Okay.
So, and I remember the question, so I can answer it.
Oh, you can now that the objection's been withdrawn. Can you try to answer that question?
Yes.
There's still a safety concern for people staying at the house.
Yes, I was very concerned about my father still living at the house. However, if you have dealt with an older gentleman, he was not leaving the house, despite my urging him that I thought he should leave as well. He did not want to leave the house because he was particularly worried at his age about COVID. But that became, I don't want to say, I was not happy with that decision of my father's, but I can't ultimately make him leave, and he stayed there too long, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. During that period that you left to go to the Yerty condo, did any of your children stay at your house?
So I don't think that they were there at that point. Certainly my baby wasn't there.
I'm talking about this entire period. We're talking about, if I remember correctly, and you'll correct me, I'm sure, you said that you stayed there at what I would call the Yerty condo until January of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm asking you in that period, which would be February to April of 2021 until January of 22, did any of your children stay at your house?
And you don't have to yell at me. I'm able to understand. So I would ask you to not yell at me. That being said, I don't actually expressly remember, but I can tell you, since I have left my home, there have been times my oldest daughter came in. But I can't tell you with certainty the time window that you've said, if they did or not. And so I don't want to speculate to that, but there was some time that my oldest daughter came back. Whether it was that period or after I left the Yerty residence, I'm not sure, okay?
Okay, so if I continue to go into more detail on this, you're not going to be able to give me an answer of whether or not, in fact, any of your children were still at the house or stayed at your house during that time period, correct?
What I can give you clarity of, so that we are clear, is from the time I moved out in February-ish of 2021, after I left there was a time period that my oldest daughter came back. But if you're asking me, was it in that window or after, I just don't have a recollection of that, because, you know, your kids come and they go. And so I don't remember the specific time period, and I apologize for that.
Did your children ever stay with you at the Yerty condo?
Like maybe a night.
Okay.
Like for a girls' night or something, but live with, no.
Okay. Did anyone else stay with you at the Yerty condo, including Miss Yerty?
Never. Miss Yerty never lived in the condo. She met her husband, and they moved. They weren't quite married, but they moved. Nobody ever lived with me in the condo. That was
my word was stayed, not lived. Stayed with you at the condo.
I guess I don't understand the distinction, but no one ever. I think my baby's my oldest child. I think she spent one night with me, maybe my oldest and my youngest. But I think that whole time I was in that place, other than that one night, I don't think anyone ever, this was a very lonely period in my life. I don't think any...
She know Mr. Wade was in there clapping them cheeks in that fucking condo. She alive. She alive. It was a very lonely period. No one came to visit me. I was so lonely. She is so full of shit.
She was singing that Field Mouse song.
Oh, gosh.
Anyone ever spent the night other than maybe one night. I remember a picture of my baby sitting on the couch in that place, and I'm thinking she spent that night. But just a very lonely time in life.
Okay, we'll stay with the lonely theme just for a minute. Did Nathan Wade visit you at the Yerty condo?
I knew it was coming. I knew the question
from the time you moved in until
she about to fucking
he was
wink and look in the sky.
On November the 1st of 2021.
So I moved out of that condo, but during that time period, I'm sure he came to visit. He came to visit. I can remember us going, I think the restaurant's Lickety Split. I can remember him picking me up, going to Lickety Split and ordering some food and coming and sitting at my table and eating. So I remember times that he visited me at that condo, yes.
Okay, could you give us an approximation of how many times Mr. Wade visited you at the condo?
How many times did Mr. Wade's lick it and split? How many times did Mr. Wade come and lick it and split, goddamn? That's what he want to know.
The time you moved in and prior to November 1 of 2020.
I don't think often, but I don't want to speculate.
Can we say more than 5, more than 10?
I'm going to tell you the problem I'm having here. Let's say more than 10, but I'm not sure that that's even accurate. He certainly has come and picked me up, gone to grab some food to eat. I don't remember him being in that condo a lot.
More than 10, that's a lot. More than 10 is a lot. Considering they met in fucking New York, right? Isn't that what she said initially? That they met in New York?
Yeah.
And he done been to that condo 10 times? How many 10 times you think he clapped them cheeks in that condo out of 10 times? I'm going to say 9.5. Who's this?
That's a lot.
Okay. Let me see. I think we got Katrina in the building. Let me go ahead and get her in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Oh, let me get you a spot on the screen.
Hey.
What's the deal? Have you jumped in?
Yeah. I had to clear some space for my phone. I was like, I heard you. Hit the link.
There we go. Perfect. There we go.
I've been crying. I'm in tears over this. This is hilarious.
So you've been following this?
I've been following it all day.
So what's your initial thoughts about her, how she was going hard with the white lady? Now she kind of quieted it up a little bit with Matlock.
Yeah, you noticed that too? Her tone, her demeanor. She ain't got no respect for women.
No.
She ain't got no respect at all. None.
It also
Black, white, anything. Because you saw how she fired that other girl when she was a whistleblower?
Yeah. Yep. But what it looked like to me too is that she done came in the running with him before. I think she had a running with this man before, and now she's like, oh shit. So now she kind of got some respect for him. She put some respect on this man's name. Mm-hmm. She seen him come up.
She putting respect on it.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't got no choice. She'd be lucky if she don't go to jail and lose her license.
Now I think that what's going to happen is after all this is said and done, she just has to resign. I think they're going to do the whole resign thing.
Yeah, she's going to be on press conference outside.
Right. She gonna have a book. Deal. Now, the relevance of this condo. Can anybody explain the relevance of this condo and him visiting this condo? So basically, she got the condo from her former friend. Okay.
Because she was getting threats at her house. So when they asked him first, he kept saying he'd never been there. Now she's saying he been there. So we already caught them in the lie.
Okay.
But see, what the problem is, a lot of people, when they talk about this, they're not putting 2 and 2 together. They're not putting both of their testimonies together. They're keeping it separate. So that's why you say...
They was trying to say...
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. They was trying to say that he was paying for the apartment, that he was paying for the condo.
Is that right?
That they were living together. That was the alleged story, that they were living together and he was paying for the condo. And she only got the condo because dad was in the other house and she couldn't bring that man over to the house, clapping cheeks with dad in the next room with a married man. So she had to get the condo.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. The condo was the hideaway. The condo was the fuck. What they call it?
Yes!
What they call it?
Yes!
The sugar shack. It was the
sugar shack. It was the love shack. Yeah, sugar shack. Love shack.
Oh shit! They done had a little sugar shack jump off. Okay, let's see what she.
Yes.
All right, so let's see what she. Let's keep it moving. See what she say.
Okay,
I'm sorry. You want a number, and what I don't want to do.
Giving me your current and best recollection is all I'm asking for.
That's all I can give you, sir.
How many times did any of the prosecution team? How many times did Anna Cross come to that condo between the time you moved in and November 1st of 2021?
I don't think Anna's ever been to that condo.
What about any other prosecutor that's involved in the prosecution of this case?
I don't think any of them have.
Just Mr. Wade.
That's correct, sir.
But it was a lonely time.
Oh my God. That 2021. I have a lot of guilt about this time period in my life.
No, he did not say a lonely time.
I'm very appreciative to the citizens for giving me this responsibility and this duty. But what I very, very quickly learned is that this is a very isolating job. And 2021 was the only time. I turned 50 in 2021. That's probably one of the worst birthdays I've ever had. I
here we go.
I'm sick of being alone,
I have a clear recollection of 2021 being long.
Okay. Did Mr. Wade ever visit you at the condo, the time period I'm talking about, prior to November of 2021, when Ms. Yerty was at the condo.
So Miss Yurdi and me we didn't share the condo at the same time.
So the answer would be no.
But we never stayed there together, so it's an impossibility.
It's an impossibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Miss Yurdi, because we need to get clarification on this. Miss Yurdi stayed in that place. There may have been a time that me and Mr. Wade visited, like went and saw Miss Yurdi, but me and Miss Yurdi never lived there together. Just so we're clear.
Well, maybe that was clear, but I'm going to have to try again.
Okay.
Was Miss Yurti still living in the condo when you moved in?
Not a day.
Okay. So when I'm talking
misrepresentation in this, we never lived together. I never lived with Miss Yurdi.
Okay. My question, though, I'm trying to understand that after you moved in to the condo, Miss Yurti she was out of the condo, right?
She got a house.
That's all I'm asking. She's not in the condo.
We never stay, Miss Yurti and I never stay a day together in the condo. All of her stuff was out of the condo, and all my stuff, some of my stuff, not all of it obviously, was moved into the condo. So we never stayed there together. No, sir.
All right. So when
Retro said her lonely nights was wine, weed, and bump and grind. $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, bro. This is crazy.
I asked you about Mr. Wade visiting the condo when you were staying there.
Yeah.
Miss Yurti wasn't staying there, correct?
That would be correct, yes.
She wouldn't be at the condo, correct?
No, she would not have been.
It would be you and Mr. Wade alone at the condo, correct?
Yes.
That is, there weren't any other witnesses to Mr. Wade and you at the condo, correct?
Yes.
No security. None of your security detail.
I would object. She said it was just her and Mr. Wade.
You made your point.
Diddy GTD, Tommy. Diddy GTD. What does GTD stand for?
Got the drawers.
Got the drawers.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Sato, let's move on to the next one.
Yes, Your Honor. Who in the prosecution team, prior to, I guess, the motion being filed by defendant Roman, who in the prosecution team knew of your personal relationship, and now I'm talking romantic, with Mr. Wade?
So, sir, I am extremely private.
All I asked is who knew. It's not, the answer is no one knew, that's fine.
No.
I ask you who knew.
You can
Let me just tell you
it and then explain this, Willis.
I am very private. When I supervised Mr. Body and Mr. McAfee, they didn't know who I was dating, but I can assure you I was dating somebody. So that I kept something private, that's my private life, is not any mystery to anyone. It's like a woman doesn't have the right to keep her private life private. And I'm speaking on this because there have been all these.
Just fucking say yes or no.
Ma'am, you work in an office.
Question, Ms. Willis.
I'm sorry, what was the question, Your Honor?
Is there anyone else who knew about it? And then you can explain.
Just a yes or no fucking
I don't know. I don't think so.
Everybody
works in an
knew.
office. Cut it out.
Telling my business to the
I'm
world.
sure they all knew.
So, the best of your recollection.
Everybody on that boat knew.
Everybody did. Everybody was probably looking at like, I know they fucking, right?
They probably ran through doing listening.
You be knowing, like you be at work, you know the ones that's fucking.
Come on, you work in an office. You work in a city office. You gonna tell me nobody knew you and him were messing around?
You can't say that. There's no way.
Everybody knew.
No, you know who knew? Her assistant knew.
Her assistant had to know.
Yep.
The secretary got to know because he calls.
Yep.
Yep.
And I want to go.
She booked flights.
Yeah.
She was booking flights. Remember?
See.
The state of Georgia knew.
Oh man, they think they being sneaky, and they was like, nah. Like everybody's like, yo, we knew. We all.
Nah, they ain't no. You can't be sneaky no more.
Nah.
She had one job. Epic fail.
One.
One job. She had one job.
She had to book it because he was the married one. Oh, hold on, I got you. Let me get. Hold on. Did I just? Oh, here we go. There we go. They had to book it, but she had to book it because he was the married one. He couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
She had to be the one.
Mm-hmm. And then she had him paying because she the boss, so that didn't look right on her credit card.
Right.
So she thought if he paid, that would keep it hush hush, and in case anything popped up on my financials, because remember he's contracted.
Right.
Right.
You know? Yeah, so hers is a little more FOIA requested and, you know, more open, public.
Right.
So she thought she was getting away with him doing his credit card.
His is more business trip.
Exactly. Under the business account. And got caught up because of the divorce. The wife gave up all the financials.
You sure it wasn't the euphoria?
Damn. Havana.
She threw him under the bus.
She threw him under the MARTA train.
That part. Part.
Wait, Cannon and Jimmy didn't hear that part.
What happened?
Wait till how she talks about this man later.
Oh, shit.
Anyone on the prosecution team that the individual that you had chosen to lead the prosecution team had a personal relationship with you.
So
Is that correct?
That's inaccurate. Your question is inaccurate.
What?
Because you stated that the person I chose, we had a personal relationship. So we had a friendship. We have all these distinguishing factors. Remember, when I chose him in November of 21, first of all, let's get this straight. Mr. Wade was not actually my first choice. That's no insult to him. No. It is you because of the way you phrased the question. You said when I chose him, I didn't inform people of a personal relationship. We have defined
Mr. Wade said
as romantic. It is an inaccurate.
Mr. Wade said, "Oh, you don't like me, huh?"
What she? She got a whole line of hair waiting for her. Men's. I got men's falling from the sky.
She got men's. I got men's. I didn't just need him.
Bye. What happened to your lonely night? Girl, bye.
Pause.
He said you ain't choosing.
We ain't buying it, Fanny. What you selling? We ain't buying it, girl.
He bought it.
Oh shit. He said, "Let me change your mind real quick."
Pause.
Oh Lord.
She bought her.
What'd you say?
I said she the one that was paying. She was buying eggplant. That's what she was doing.
Oh shit.
Stated so it is very accurate.
Okay, and please do not yell at me.
You hired Mr.
Shit.
Wade for the first time on November 1st of 2021, correct?
November of 2021, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Your testimony is, whether one
Yes,
accepts
sir.
it or not, your testimony is that at the time you hired Mr. Wade, there had never been a romantic relationship with Mr. Wade before you hired him, correct?
Yes, my testimony is that we were very good friends, but we're talking about a sex, so let's just don't.
No, I'm not talking about, I'm saying romantic relationship doesn't necessarily have to be just sex.
Well,
It can
I
be
don't-
dating, it can be holding hands, it can be any of those things that one might call romantic. I'm asking you whether or not prior to November 1st of 2021, there was a romantic relationship with Mr. Wade. It's very simple. It's either a yes or a no.
I don't.
All I know is, you know, they be, you sleep, I ain't sleep. You sleep. I mean, I'm sleepy, but I ain't sleep.
He's checking her.
Yeah, you know, like texting and stuff. You know, that's what he asking. Goddamn it.
Send me that
Yes.
pic real fast. Send me that pic real fast.
What you got on?
Yeah, let me see your left titty real fast.
Consider my relationship
But you
with him
just saw
romantic
it.
before
You
that,
just
not
saw
a
it 2
whole
hours ago.
hand.
I missed it.
Right, yeah. That's what he talking about.
So no.
That's fine.
That part.
Now, let's move beyond November 1st of 2020.
Yes.
2021, excuse me. If I understand your testimony, there was no romantic relationship with Mr. Wade until early in 2022, whether it be January or February or March, early in 2022, correct?
I would say sometime between February and April. Yes, sir.
All right. Now I'm asking you about that time period when it became romantic.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. You didn't see the need, if I understand, to tell any of the people on the prosecution team when you had established a romantic relationship with Mr. Wade that the lead prosecutor, that is the man that was basically giving orders to others, was dating or having a romantic relationship with you, correct?
I'm going to object to relevance at this point, Your Honor.
This is no relevance.
to prove or attempting to show that there is an issue on the credibility about the relationship. The failure to have informed anyone on her team that she was having a romantic relationship with the lead prosecutor, I suggest gives rise to that inference. That's the relevance.
The inference that
they were concealing this because it was not as it's been characterized to the court, and that in fact it started earlier than what they say.
All right, overruled. Mr. Sadon.
I just want to make sure that we're clear. From at least 2020, me and Mr. Wade were friends. At least that time period.
Okay, I'm not talking about...
So no, I want to be clear because my credibility is being evaluated here, right? We were friends. We hung out prior to November of 2021. In November of 2021, I hired him. I do not consider our relationship to have become romantic until early of 2022. Because I don't know a date and time, I'm saying sometime between February and April of 2022, and very early April of 2022, because I know that trip that I discussed with you was like the first week of 2022, that the relationship had become romantic. I hope that answered your question, but I can't have it where, we're saying something differently.
All right, so you've established the timeline as you put it. The question originally was, at that time, did you tell any other prosecutors on the prosecution?
I never tell people at work who I'm dating.
All right, Mr. Say.
You working in the office, they knew.
Stop. They knew, but also stop acting like this is your fucking friends on the street. This ain't your fucking homegirls, and you try to keep some shit from them. This is your job, and this is your subordinate.
Hey, and I don't know who needs to say this, but Fani, Atlanta's not that big.
Like, this is your job, and this is your subordinate. Like,
Jesus.
you gotta disclose that shit. It's gonna get found out. It ain't like y'all worked alongside each other. Y'all both fucking paralegals. You know what I mean? You big boss lady.
Yep.
And it looks like you hired him on some quid pro quo shit. That's what it looks like.
Maybe she wanted to live out her Regina Steve Hightower fantasy.
I'm just saying, like, this, like, you're big boss lady, and this dude he's your subordinate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to disclose that. It's going to get found out.
Yep.
You're not working alongside each other. Like, oh no.
Right. Shout out to Protocol. Yeah, Robin knew.
Yeah, Robin had to know. That's the assistant, right?
That was her friend from Howard. Wait, was that the assistant? No, that was the chick that I think she did the testimony first. She's the one with the glasses. Yeah, I think that was the one.
The 30-year-old friend.
The 30-year-old friend. You mean she's a friend of 30 years?
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. They knew each other at Howard.
All right.
And then they had a chance meeting a few years ago. But she knew.
This some fucking as the world turns shit.
And then you meet the mama right away like that. She said that first trip, that was their first little getaway. The mama was on that trip.
Bullshit. Are you serious? I mean,
the mama knew.
Oh, fuck that. They've been fucking around for a while.
Way wild. That's my point. That's my point.
Fucking for at least 2 years.
2 years. Thank you.
At least 2.
Thank you. Minimum. That's minimum. Because even his friend that testified first said that he took off the ring in 2018. He said, "Oh, I noticed that you wasn't wearing your wedding ring." And that's when he was talking to him about the divorce, wanting him to be the lawyer for his divorce. He been messing with Fani. This is way before. They've been messing with each other.
This is interesting. Hey, yo, Jabari, I
gotta stop letting these chicks know y'all, boy.
Jabari, I said her dress look, it was on backwards because the zipper's in the front. Jabari sent me this shit. Let's see if I can see this.
Easy access.
Was that Lane Bryant special?
Yes. Y'all see that? Like the dress, her dress might be on backwards because that zipper is in the
dead.
front. She was that fucked up that she couldn't even put her clothes on right today.
Maybe she used the toy in the office.
She didn't have nobody to zip her up from behind. She had to put it on backwards.
Damn, girl.
Think about it. Who's gonna zip her up? She
That's
alone.
Atlanta.
Remember,
Could have been a female.
She ain't got nobody. Remember?
That's crazy.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Do you understand YSL is fixing to get off?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. She gonna be hated on both sides. She's
done.
We already throwing tomatoes. The other side really finna throw tomatoes at her.
Hey, she gonna be where Stacey Abrams at.
That part.
Strong independent women have the zipper up front.
Nah, we gonna see her in 6 months pop up in Nigeria.
Oh Lord.
That part. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Jeez Louise.
Would not.
Okay. Did you take any trips to D.C. with Mr. Wade?
Never.
Did you take, okay, so you have no, what I would call personal trips or business trips to D.C. with Mr. Wade?
I never went to D.C. with Mr. Wade, personal, business, otherwise, never.
Okay, so.
I've never been in the District of Columbia with Mr. Wade or Maryland, Virginia, the DMV as they call it.
Okay, so as I understand it, just to be clear, any trips that you would have taken to see D.C.
That was a pretty clear answer.
Huh?
That was a pretty clear answer. She just said no.
Twice.
So you have a variation or something new to bring up?
I'll ask it and we'll see. Did you take trips to D.C. that were non-business during the time period that this case or this matter was under investigation?
I'm going to object as to relevance as it relates to the matter that we're here before Your Honor.
Well, again,
Put some bass in your voice.
I know, right?
Take personal or business trips. She said.
But that was with Mr. Wade.
Business.
That was with Mr. Wade. This I asked her alone whether she took.
Okay.
What's the relevance?
And what would be the relevance of that?
I'm trying to understand whether or not we have an ability to show a personal trip in which Mr. Wade is there at the same time. I understand her answer. Okay.
Did you meet him out there?
But we have documents. We have records that.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to the documents, the things that.
Well, this could be something that's
maybe they didn't travel
yet.
together.
If he has a, I think there
he
have been
ended
other
up there at
things
the same time.
discussed in this case.
He might have flew Spirit. She might have been on
at the same
Frontier.
time. If you want to ask about that exact specific date, Mr. Sadon, you can do that.
I would reference to the court that was not asked of Mr. Wade. Anything about any trips to D.C.
Sure. And so that's going to limit its merit and impact on credibility. So, Mr. Sadon, ask the question.
I understand your testimony is you never took a trip to D.C. with Mr. Wade.
That's correct.
Personal or business?
That's correct.
Were you ever in D.C. at the same time as Mr. Wade?
Look at him bucking
Personal
on
or
her.
business?
No, me and Mr. Wade have not been to D.C. at the same time. However, since Mr. Wade has been on this case, he's been to D.C. Since Mr. Wade has been on to this case, I've been to D.C. What has not happened is we have not been in the District of Columbia at the same time. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about with what you asked me is if I've been to D.C. personally, because I got a lot of personal friends in that area. But I know that I have been to D.C. I did an interview at Howard University. I went to D.C. for that. Seems like I've been to D.C. one other time. Oh, I went to D.C. for the Global Summit. Actually, yeah, those were two separate trips.
My next question is based on her opening the door, and therefore I'll just ask it, and Your Honor can decide whether or not it's appropriate. When you went to D.C., did you go to the White House?
I did not go to the White House.
No, well.
Apparently I'm going to get the answer anyhow.
There you have it. Next question.
Okay. You indicated your best recollection was that your relationship with Mr. Wade, the romantic relationship, ended, you left it in August of 2023. That sound right?
That's the hard conversation. That's not the...
We've covered this. Next question.
And you characterized it as a tough conversation, correct?
Yes.
I'm not going to get into the conversation.
She looked like she harkening back on some fond memories. That's what it looked like to me.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look like it was something tough.
I don't believe them.
Yeah.
They together.
Yeah, they gotta be.
I don't even believe them.
No. You see how you see her face?
He said on the stand, "Oh yeah, we're stronger than ever. This situation just grew us closer together." It's totally the opposite. He didn't say nothing about no breakup.
Where the fuck was she at? She ain't hear none of his. Rudy said the only qualification Wade had to work this case was the dick he was throwing in Franny's back.
Why you think they was going on so many trips? They was talking about they were taking day trips, go get lunch.
Damn.
They got tattoos, bro. They got tattoos. They got tattoos.
Wait, what?
Come on.
Yeah, they went to Belize and there was a charge for the tattoo parlor. So I said, either she got NW on one of her ass cheeks, or right above her thing, she wrote "slippery when wet." It was one of the other.
Somebody else
see the tattoo.
Somebody. No.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. I want to know what the tattoo was. I really want to know. Somebody said they put Nathan hot dogs on.
Nah, maybe she wrote on maybe she got a tramp stamp that said Wade County.
Wade County. Oh,
there
come
you
on,
go.
yo.
Wade County.
You about to take me out, yo. Give me a second. Oh my gosh.
At that time, did you tell any other prosecutors on the prosecution?
I never tell people at work who I'm dating.
All right, Mr. Sato.
They know, lady. You didn't have to tell
Did you
them.
take any trips to D.C. with Mr. Wade?
Never.
Did you take, so do you have no, what I would call personal trips or business
She's
trips
thinking
to
clack,
D.C.
clack,
with
clack,
Mr. Wade?
I never went to D.C. with Mr. Wade, personal, business, otherwise, never.
Okay, so
I've never been in the District of Columbia with Mr. Wade, or Maryland, Virginia, the DMV as they call it.
as I understand it, just to be clear, any trips that you would have
Watch her
taken to
face
D.C.
after he starts
That
talking about
was a pretty clear answer.
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me
That was a
give
pretty
you
clear
little
answer. She just said.
Did you ever go to Busch Gardens
DC
with this man?
with Mr.
Mr. Sato, your question was she's not sure whether it was before or after the indictment.
Well, I'm not sure that was her answer, but let's see if I can get specific.
That is what I said. That's what I said.
Did you ever go to Baltimore? We know that's not part of the DMV.
If you need to
I want to say one more.
Yeah, technically we're not
Took
part
a
of the
trip to
DMV.
D.C. with Mr. Wade.
That's correct.
Personal or business?
That's correct.
Were you ever in D.C. at the same time as Mr. Wade?
I was not.
On personal or business?
No, me and Mr. Wade have not been to D.C. at the same time. However, since Mr. Wade's, I've been to D.C. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about with what you asked me is if I've been to D.C. personally, because I got a lot of personal. I did an interview at I went to D.C. for the.
My next question is based on her opening the door, and therefore I'll just ask it in your honor.
Not go to the White House.
No, well,
Apparently, I'm going to get the answer anyhow.
there you have it. Next question.
Okay.
You see how straight faced she is
You
right now?
indicated
Watch this.
your best recollection was that your relationship with Mr. Wade, the romantic relationship, ended, you left it in August of 2023. That sound right?
That's the hard conversation. That's not the.
We've covered this.
Here we
Next
go.
question.
You see it? That's that duper's delight right there for you.
No, Cannon, you got to listen to that.
That's the duper's delight.
This is the part you got to listen to this.
And you characterized it as a tough conversation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to get into the conversation per
You
se.
should.
Well, if
See
you don't
this?
want to, we won't go there. So, Mr. Sato, next question.
That white man did not
It's
want to
kinda
hear what
hard
she's
to
about
say
to
no
say.
when you've got that opportunity. But all I'm going to say is, was it pre-indictment in this case?
So
We know the timeline that the indictment was delivered.
and so that
I'll
we're
give you
clear,
that.
the
Okay.
physical relationship ended pre-indictment.
And is that when you were talking about the tough conversation?
But I'm not sure that the tough conversation didn't happen until after, but the physical relationship. So I'm sure if you ask Mr. Wade, because he's a male, he would say we
really?
ended June or
Really?
July, because physical contact ended then. Just in my mind, being a woman, it's over when you have that like hard conversation. I just think women and men think differently.
And I think the answer, Mr. Sato, to your question was she's not sure whether it was before or after the indictment.
Well, I'm not sure that was your answer, but let's see if I can get specific.
That is what I said. That's what I said.
I'll let you. Next question, Mr. Sato. If you need to clarify.
Want to say one more? The romantic relationship ended before the indictment was returned. Yes or no?
To a man, yes.
Stop.
To a man, yes.
What does that mean?
Know?
She's explained this, Mr. Sato. She's explained this.
And did the forthcoming indictment?
Was your fucking relationship over before pre-indictment? That's it. Was y'all still fucking and talking on the phone?
The physical part to a man, yes, it was.
Okay.
Whatever the hell that means.
Right. And the thing is, did the physical stop before the hard talk, or did the hard talk come after the physical stoppage? That's relevant. But it doesn't matter, honestly, because whether y'all was still fucking or y'all was still talking on the phone, it's the same thing. So when did y'all call it quits altogether? Was it pre-indictment or was it not pre-indictment? And I'm willing to bet
still going on.
I think they still going on.
They just waiting for this to die down a little bit, and then they do the makeup sex.
Makeup sex, they still, man, listen, they probably was.
No, but
that's probably why her dress on backwards right now.
Nah, but see, when they free and clear, they finna go hit up that Mandarin Oriental. They gonna go crazy.
Pop-Up Hotep said it means when did the begging stop? on whose part though? That's the part. That's what I need to know. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the thing. That's the question. Was this shit completely done and over with before pre-indictment? That's the question. And if it wasn't, it doesn't matter if y'all was having sex or y'all was still kind of talking a little bit on the phone. That's all included. Simple. She being extra. She being over the top right now. She trying to humanize herself though. That's what she's trying to do.
Have anything to do with that? Or was it just a coincidence?
She know the public watching.
Mr. Let's go on and have the conversation.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It was a coincidence.
Had absolutely nothing to do with this. It's interesting that we're here about this money. Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. We would have arguments about the fact that I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
All
right. So if he says such a chauvinistic, disgusting thing, according to Fani Willis, why did the relationship continue? Because she liked that shit. She liked that 50 Shades of Grey shit. She liked that fucking novel shit that you get at the goddamn grocery store shit.
Facts. She loved her daddy because he was straight-laced, but she want that toxic shit. She want to have a cake and eat it too.
Eat it too.
And she ate a lot of she ate a lot of ding dongs.
And she went and made them tacos after the fact.
Facts. Oh no, she made the sandwiches, bro.
Yep.
That man would talk to her any kind of way and say, "Listen, go make me a sandwich." And she said, "Okay, Daddy."
And he ate
that part.
And he ate it while he did the beat it up dance.
Pause.
Facts. Like while he was hitting it from the back, he put the sandwich right on the back.
Pause.
The sandwich and the beer.
And then when she got paid, she went down to Publix and got the sandwich.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. And she look at her face.
Add to that.
She was thinking about it.
She was.
I'm sure we'll talk about it further.
No, we're not going to talk about it further.
All right, no back and forth. Let's sit down. Next question.
My next question is something that has to do with what I've characterized as the church speech. Let me just tell you what the question is, because I know that's not something.
Preserve it for the record.
Huh?
You can preserve the question for the record, but then we'll move on.
That's correct. Thank you. When you gave what I've referred to as the Martin Luther King weekend church speech, you know what I'm referring to?
A great honor of mine. That's a historic African-American church. Yes, I do.
Okay. Did you have handwritten notes with you that you were reading from during the speech.
And on second thought, Mr. Sadov, because you might have a number of questions about this, why don't we just bullet point what you would want to cover on this, preserved for the record, and then we'll move on to the next
Why are you
topic.
covering for?
Okay.
Since I had laid out before that the forensic misconduct isn't a
So
subject
do
of the
I
evidentiary
not get an answer for that?
That's right.
Okay. Did you read your speech?
Well, no, Mr. Sadov, for everything related to any forensic.
Oh, you just want me to stay out of it now?
We're just not. We can do it in a bullet form if you just want to cover what you would have asked, but it's not in a question and answer format.
Okay, so I should do that at this point, or do it when you're ready?
We can do it right now, so it's fresh on your
I'm going to
mind.
ask her about.
Monique said she enjoyed being the boss. She used to be in the boss, but enjoyed being bossed around. Probably.
Did she prepare the speech? Did she have notes on the speech? Did she read the speech? When did she do this? When did she write the speech? Who was she referring to when she was talking about others? Who was she referring to when she said they? Who she was referring to when she spoke in terms of their, that is,
I would love to answer those questions.
Well, Ms. Willis, you could certainly do that in some other format, but for today, that's what we decided we're not going to cover.
Who was she talking about that was playing the race card, and why she didn't tell the people at the church that she had had a personal / romantic relationship with the, all due respect, the way it was characterized, the black man that she was referring to, and was the black man she referring to, was that Mr. Wade?
Okay.
That's that area of inquiry.
Noted for the record, Mr. Sadov. Next topic.
Okay. I realize that you've testified that you have no records that with regard to cash payments.
Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Would your bank records reflect that you withdrew cash from your bank account?
That was my question.
During the time period of 2020, 2021, 2022, or 2023? I'm not asking you, I'm just asking whether they would reflect that you withdrew cash from any of your bank accounts.
So the exact amounts?
No, just that you did.
Of course, I withdrew money throughout that time period. Throughout my life, I've withdrawn money from the bank. Yes, of course.
Talking about cash, that is that you go to a bank,
right,
or you go to an ATM and you take cash out.
Either that way, or you go to Publix and you overpay, or you go to another store and you overpay. So yes, both through that.
You ain't getting fucking $2,500 in cash back.
Okay, and so those records, if we had them, would show that, correct?
That throughout the course of my life, I took out money.
I was very specific. I said
Yes, during the course of that time period, I would have taken money out. Yes.
So, do you have a problem with?
Absolutely. Yes.
You don't want the bank records to be made available for the court and the court alone.
I'm going to object as to the relevance, and this has already been addressed earlier as it relates to other records. This is an improper line of questioning. He's doing it for the purpose of harassment. Frankly, Your Honor.
I'm just going to sustain it on relevance. Mr. Sadov, that's something you want to follow up privately? You can do that.
Okay.
Well, I guess the question would be
briefly.
Yes, sir.
I guess the question would be, right, is if she can show that the $2,500 came out of her private account, right, then they can't really say that she took it from government funds, right? But if there's no withdrawal of $2,500, $1,000, $700 here, there, whatever, then that shows that it came from some other, means of income, which could possibly be, the government or, the state funds. That's what I'm assuming he's trying to get to, but I could be wrong. I mean, that's how I would look at it. Because if it came out of her account and it was $2,500 came out of her personal account, then I kind of be
he's
like,
trying to establish if she took it from the state.
Yeah, because if it's out of her personal account, it's like, okay, whatever, it's out of her personal account. They was just fucking around. But
yeah, but that's a credit card, though.
What?
I think they would say the state thing is a credit card.
It can be, but you can also.
Yeah, but that would be a cash advance.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be cash back.
No, it wouldn't. Of course, no, they couldn't do no cash back. But I'm talking about like as far as like the state can provide. I guess you would say like the
stipend.
Yeah, or some kind of
Yeah, but that would be for office related stuff. She'd have to provide the receipt for that.
Yeah, she could, or a business trip.
Nah, but I mean, with corporations, mostly, as soon as you buy something, you got to submit that receipt.
Yeah.
You can't just like hold on to it.
But you can also say I gotta go here for this, and then submit a trip.
Expense report.
Yeah. So I gotta go here for this, and then
That part.
do the paperwork for that, and then you get the money for it, or whatever.
I want to know if anybody's laundering that paperwork.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they might have been doing. That's what I'm
They
saying.
ain't filled out for 2023.
Yeah. Right. 2023 ain't done yet.
Well, yeah, she said she has to do that by April.
Yep, April.
Mm.
That's coming up. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. We're gonna find out some shit.
Had contact with Mr. Wade in the year 2020, correct?
I had some contact with Mr. Wade.
Would you explain when you say some contact?
Full contact
Please tell us.
with Mr. Wade.
I'm talking about 2020.
I had some
Y'all see
contact
that
with Mr.
message?
Wade in 2020.
Throw a couple of dollars
One
at
of
the
the
chat.
reasons your allegations are so preposterous, or Miss Merchants that you have joined, is...
Ma'am,
No, no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
ask
just-
you about the allegations. I asked you about your contact. That's all I ask you, okay? I appreciate that you want to say something, but I'm interested in, did you have contacts with Mr. Wade in 2020? And your answer so far has been yes, correct?
Very limited contact because Mr. Wade had a form of cancer that makes your allegations somewhat ridiculous.
And I do appreciate the
I'm not going to
characterization.
emasculate a black man, but I'm just telling you.
I'm
that
sorry,
You literally did it already.
Emasculate a
You
black man.
literally did
You
it.
understand that?
All right,
I don't
let's
think
get
we should
back on
discuss
track.
further.
Mr. Sadow.
Oh my God, no.
She just threw him all into the bus. She just said
She said the nigga is toxic.
right,
HIPAA. We didn't even know he had cancer.
right.
Well, no, technically he opened it
Oh, he did.
when he.
Oh, did he?
testified. Yeah, he said that he had he had something going on medical right before his 50th birthday. That's why they went to Belize.
But we didn't know what it was, though.
Right.
Damn, can I get a Make-A-Wish like that? I got bronchitis. Goddamn it!
That's why she kept emphasizing. Oh, I went big. I went big in Belize. I went big. She was
Because her
bragging.
50th birthday sucked.
Jeez.
And he said she always does her birthday big. I was like, okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That is crazy.
And she's trying to show off too to the wife. You know that was a dig at her.
Yeah.
I could take
You
your
know she
man
watching.
out. I could take your man.
And I went big. I took him out. I splurged on your man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is
some Kamala Harris shit right here, boy.
Boy, this might. I don't know. This might got her.
Nah, bro, this is her walking in with Willie Brown to his 60th birthday party while his wife is milling around.
That is true.
Yep. That part.
Nah.
That part.
Oh shit.
Next question.
Trying to, Your Honor. Would you tell us on the occasions in 2020 that you had contact with Mr. Wade?
I'm sorry, I thought I had answered that. Yes, sir. There were times in 2020 I had contact, but 2020 was a year I was running for office. It was a year that he was going through some serious medical issues, and I did not have much contact, but I certainly had contact with him in 2020.
Did you go out to eat with him?
Maybe, probably.
Did you visit him in any location, his office, or did he visit you in your office in 2020?
I am sure he. I'm sure. Ooh, that's a very good question. I'm sure he came to 750 in 2020.
750
was my office.
Okay.
Not often, but maybe once or twice. Maybe I went to his office once or twice, but maybe once.
And the purpose for going to his office would have been what?
Maybe we would have went to Mellow Mushrooms for pizza, or maybe he would have come for lunch. I'm sure we went by each other's office, though, but not often, not a lot. We both grinding, trying to.
Oh, it was grinding, all right.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing, right? She thinks she downplaying it. She thinks she downplaying it, but you're not. Like you're showing, you're helping him establish a relationship in 2020 is what you're doing. You're helping them establish a relationship. And that's what you're doing. You're visiting each other's offices and all this other shit. Y'all got nothing to do with each other, really. You know what I mean? You know, like, you're not old college buddies. You're establishing a timeline of a relationship that predates this Trump investigation. You fucking up, Fani. You fucking up, and your emotions is getting you. And you can't keep your shit together. This is what happened.
She just got married, so she couldn't have to.
Exactly.
So she don't have to testify.
You should have had one of them niggas in Atlanta off him or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
She should have just got a toxic nigga from the West Side.
Yeah, right. If you want, like, really, like, you spending the money, you just wanted some Tay Diggs looking at nigga.
She could have just waited. She could have just waited until the end and let the case close. I mean, she had one job. You couldn't even wait.
Or shut the fuck up.
That part.
If y'all just fucking, then keep it at that. Wait, leave the trip. You know this. Leave the trips alone.
Leave the trips alone. That's what I'm saying. Wait till it's over. The case is done. Then go on your trips. Then bust out. Oh, we fell in love over the case. You know, whatever.
Right, yeah,
at that point.
Right. Some what's his name? Johnny Cochran. Fucking
Darwin. What's his name?
Oh.
From the case, Johnny Cochran. Darwin with Marsha Clark.
There you go. That's what it was. Darwin and Marsha Clark.
Yeah. Darden. You're talking about
Darden and Marsha Clark.
Darden. Yeah, Marsha. Remember?
Yep. They fall in love over the case and all that other shit. Yep. That's what y'all could do.
Yeah.
Jeez, yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm just sitting there like, come on, y'all. Come on. It's fucking amateur hour. No, but seriously though, it's like, I don't know. I guess she was such an.
It's idiocracy, man.
She was in such a. That's that. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. She want to show that she can do all this shit. I can pull these boss moves. I can do this. I can do this for you, honey. Your wife can't do this shit. I'm gonna show you what I can do. We gonna go here.
I'm gonna rub your head. You going through cancer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there for you. We gonna get these tattoos. We forever, baby. We forever.
She got sloppy. That's what happened.
She fell in love. That's what happened.
Yeah, that too.
I understand what you've said about the cancer, and I'm not going into that. But when you were going out with him to restaurants, or when he would come to your office, right? Those were not sterile environments, were they?
Oh, very sterile, because it was...
The restaurants were sterile environments?
A lot of times we wouldn't...
If they had the well-host
pick up something and go in, but they were...
I'm listening to you. You pick up and take it to where?
Maybe eat at our office, but it did not happen much. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And my office in 2020, nobody was coming in. I was stir crazy, so I would still go into my office. If you remember, when I started this, I said, I am not even sure if we came to each of those offices, but I am trying to be over cautious. So I think I can recall him at 750 a couple of times. I actually think I can recall him at 750 once, but let's say twice. I have seen his office. I remember all the awards in the lobby, but I'm not sure in 2020 I went. I'm not even sure I went in 2020 at all. I just want to tell you yes, because I'm not sure. But I have a distinct recollection of him at 750. I actually don't have a distinct recollection of me at his office in 2020.
You full of
but
shit.
Maybe I went to his office in 2020.
You would know.
Maybe.
Did you have ongoing phone conversations during 2020 with Mr. Wade?
Oh, yeah.
I got so many niggas out here. I mean, I don't know who I was visiting at the time. Get out of here. You know when you went to see him. Stop it. Just stop it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yes. No question about that.
No question. I talked to him on the phone in 2020.
I understood, and this is, maybe I was confused. The Belize trip was for
his 50th birthday.
His 50th birthday, and that was in
March. He turned 50 March 18th of 2023. If you look at the dates of the trip, I think we were there about 6 days. We stayed at 2 different locations.
And you paid for it?
100%. He said, I paid for the hotel, I paid for the flights, I had a birthday luncheon for him, I paid for massages, I paid for everything.
And would those payments be reflected on your credit card?
I paid for the cash.
You paid them in cash?
Cabs. I was telling you all the different things.
I'm asking you whether or not those payments would be reflected on credit card bills of yours.
So there was about $500 that I think is reflected on a debit card. My recollection is I took about 4 in cash with me to that.
400 or 4,000?
4,000. But I remember I handed him 2,500, and then the rest was just the money we spent. I probably gave $300 or $400 to this guy who was a taxi driver. He would drive us every day around the 2 or 3 days we went. Took him to eat like it was my trip money.
And you had, to be clear, to end this up, the 4,000 that you've just told us.
But I didn't give it all to him. Remember, I only gave the 2,500 to him.
I didn't ask you that. I was going to ask you that 4,000 is really part of my words, cash hoard that you had collected over time.
Cash what?
Hoard, H-O-R-D-E.
Oh, I thought you said something different.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my gosh. So she had $4,000 that she gave this guy in cash, essentially. The question is, where did the money come from? Was it out of her bank account, or was that out of some coffers?
No, I'm afraid I wouldn't say that. Any circumstances to you or in court.
All right, back on track.
The hoard, cash hoard.
I would not classify it in that way, but I have money at my house. Yes, sir.
Okay. And the money, when you had money at your house?
I'm speaking too loosely. I had money wherever I was staying. So I was not referring to my house in 750. I'm saying I had money wherever I was laying my head. Yes, sir. That was my fault that I wasn't clear.
Okay, so when you were at what we've said, the Yerty condo, during the time period we've always discussed, that's where you would keep your cash?
When I stayed there, yes.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, I want to see if we can get through a few more defense counsel if possible before breaking for today. Mr. Stockton.
Or a cop who's calling in today.
Tragedies and the lasting.
You have your bank accounts.
I guess that's where it stopped on that one.
Yeah, it pretty much stopped, and then the judge and them were just talking for like another 10 minutes.
Bruh. She gotta
I know
stop.
that was slogging, but
you gotta just resign. Just fucking resign.
She's not gonna resign, bruh, until she
they
gets
gonna
the
drag
call.
her out.
But she gonna make it worse.
She gonna
for
go
herself.
out kicking, bruh. Legs open and everything.
Yep. Full spectacle.
She gonna make it worse.
How many gifts did she give? Wasn't it supposed to be over 100, 200 gifts, something like that?
Trips.
She had to declare if it was
gifts.
over $100.
And
she had to declare it.
The gifts,
She had to
the
tell
gift giving.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
So yeah, but I mean, the trips and shit like that. She trying to make it seem like, oh no, that was just some extracurricular shit that had nothing to do with nothing. But
you took him. Y'all were together. Y'all went on these trips. Y'all broke up.
Right.
Allegedly. And then 4 to 5 months later, he's on the team prosecuting arguably one of the biggest cases in American history.
Right. Now that's the thing, right? now if y'all broke up pre-prosecution, right? And then you was like, fuck, I need the best lawyer in the business on this case. This motherfucker hasn't even seen a case like this. Right?
Right.
He's not even a prosecutor, right? He's like a tax
Didn't he
attorney
get
or some shit like
disbarred?
that, right?
I thought they said he got disbarred.
I don't think he got disbarred, but I know he was doing like tax attorney shit or some shit like that, or corporate law. He wasn't doing nothing like this. That's the problem.
He never did a RICO. He ain't did nothing.
And that's my problem.
They was calling him an ambulance chaser. That's what they was calling him.
Yeah, he better call Saul out this bitch. Like, but that's the thing, right? Like, I don't give a fuck about the trips. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't even give a shit about the affair, to be honest with you. They just got sloppy. The thing about it is it's the relationship that they had.
Right, inappropriate.
Going into this Trump shit. going to this Trump case.
Yeah.
And if it was some quid pro quo shit with it, was this her way to get back with him? Hey, I need your help on something. Right? Was this like that? Or they had that shit, like they scammed it. You know what I mean? $650,000 in attorney fees. That's nuts. That's astronomical too. Somebody you was fucking. That's even more egregious.
I don't even think that they were working on the case. They were on so much vacation. I don't see where they was putting in any hours of trying to even get the president at all.
It's billable.
Yeah, it's billable.
They could lie.
Yeah,
they could lie.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? But the thing about
I think they're just the face. I think it's somebody else running it, and they're just the face of it.
That's a possibility.
I like that.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I like that.
That is a possibility.
That would be nice.
That's a good Kofi on tight tape
just
right
the
there.
Face and someone else running it. Oh shoot!
Yeah. I mean, they were at the White House a couple of times, or he was at the White House a couple of times.
Background lawyers, they're doing the actual paperwork, but when they need them to go out on the camera, or it pops off, or it falls down, they're the face. They're going to push them out. Like, oh, it was their fault. No, they lost the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think they're the ones running it, to be honest. I think they're just the face. They're getting paid to be that.
And they got somebody. It's the right person did their due diligence. It's like, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Hold up. Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what happened. But like I said, I don't give a fuck about these trips. I don't care about their relationship. Let them do what they're going to do. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is like, hey, yo, how'd you get a man on this case? How you making all this money and he never saw a case like this? There's some bullshit behind it. And she just needs to go ahead and resign. She needs to go ahead and resign and just fucking and call it a day. Because if she get caught up in the shit and they see this her dumb ass is lying, you know what's going to happen? She going to get disbarred and some more shit.
No, she'll get a perjury charge.
That too.
Oh.
That too. I'm just telling you, I think she should cut her losses, resign from the case. Yeah, I was fucking around with yo. Now we know though, and
I gotta recuse myself.
I gotta recuse from him. I gotta recuse myself.
But he gonna get the mistrial. They not gonna spend, and they spent hundreds of millions of dollars on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she's not gonna do it, because that's on her head.
Now the thing is, she's elected, right? She's elected, so they can't just fucking fire her. So she can keep her job if she really want to keep her job. Just recuse yourself from the case, and the people going to choose. If they want you there, next year or whenever the fuck the election is for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stay into this case and you fucking perjure yourself, you gotta go to jail for that.
I think that's what happened.
So we're gonna find out though, because
it's too many affidavits and there's too much going on in this testimony. They perjured themselves, both of them.
So yeah, they definitely already purged. It's too late now for them to purge. They in court now. Yeah, they should have just recused themselves. All this shit just happened.
Didn't he already adjust it? He adjusted it like 3 times already.
Oh, for real?
Wait. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he did an affidavit and a testimony even for this case, much less the case with the wife for the divorce. He had to. How do you do what did he call it? He called it an update. He updated his statement.
Oh yeah,
because he was perjuring himself, and then he pled the 5th. Remember?
See,
Emmanuel done, bro. They done.
Emmanuel said he tired of people stealing tax money like it's no big deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they really went through a lot of money there in Georgia between all of them, and then they're just basically throwing it in everyone's face like, yeah, we ball out of control on you guys' expense and do whatever we want to. And what, like
$650,000.
And don't even she didn't want to show, and like it seems like the judge was trying to help her, throw her some bail too, right? This whole time the judge is trying to speak up for her, it seems like. And the main question resolves in, do you have this big old stack of cash at the house that you're getting into, which is what she's doing supposedly, or is it coming out of the bank directly? Where are you getting these funds from? And that needs to be shown from those receipts from the bank cards and all that. And maybe, I don't know if they're going to be able to get a hold of that or not, but it does seem like the judge is trying to throw her some bail.
Yeah. They all know each other. Come on. I mean, you know, she's the DA, so they know who each other are. And she got scared of that white man when he came up there because she knew who he was too. She must have been running with his ass before. That's what happened.
But like we all noticed, she was rude with the females though. Yeah. She's rude with the females, but she has respect for the males.
HJ was right. This some scandal shit. This shit gonna be on fucking dun 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 dun. It's gonna be on fucking special shit. I'm telling you guys. But anyway, this was fun. I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess it's supposed to continue tomorrow. I'm gonna probably pay attention to it.
Yeah, we need YSL to get off, bro.
Yeah, that part.
I ain't know they still having the case.
Do you understand the party that's going to be on I-75 and 85 downtown?
Yeah, man. I thought he already got sentenced.
No, they still doing it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Matter of fact, after they dropped this, they went straight to that case.
They sure did.
Damn.
They sure did.
Damn. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, I'm gonna try to follow it tomorrow. See what comes of it.
Oh yeah, they're not done. They're supposed to bring back his friend.
Oh.
Remember?
Man, I just want that friend to say, listen, they used the card and he ain't had no access to it. That's all we need, and then it's over.
Oh shit.
Over.
Oh shit.
Done.
See?
Cooked.
Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It is late. I appreciate you coming on, Katrina. Thanks. Kid Gravity. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you jumping in. Man,
yes, sir.
If y'all new, hit the
like. It was a whole round table tonight.
A whole round table. Shit, I like that.
I'm
going to have you on again, Katrina. Definitely.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
If y'all new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. Anyway. For the panel, this is CannonHotep saying be safe. Stay strapped. Don't miss. And don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I'll let y'all.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax.